Janelle, yeah, this is going to be messy and it's going to start later on this evening. I think if you're in South Jersey or Delaware, it will be snowing by about 3 or 4 o'clock as the kids come home from school. In Philadelphia, it will likely hold off until the later part of the evening commute, maybe 7. We start to see the first flakes fly in the city. So if you can get home early, highly recommend it because things are going to go downhill tonight into the overnight hours. And a lot of you will wake up to your yard looking a whole lot different than it does out there today. Temperature wise, here's what you're walking out to. 20s across the region. It is colder this morning, 28 in Philadelphia. It's down to 20 in Millville. It was in the teens last hour, so maybe a little improvement there. 27 degrees right now in Wilmington, Delaware. And let's take a quick look at our watches and warnings. I'm going to leave the temperatures up just so you can orient yourself. But where you see the purple, that's a winter weather advisory. Philadelphia and surrounding suburban counties in PA and South Jersey, also Newcastle County in Delaware. The pink is a winter storm warning, and that denotes the area that could see the heaviest snow from this storm. So it looks like one of those upside down systems where, again, the shore will see the most. The Poconos may not get much of anything at all, although it does love to snow in the Poconos. So there's a chance you get at least an inch or so, and maybe a better chance tomorrow night. But again, here's another look at those winter alerts: an advisory to the north, winter storm warning to the south. Here is our storm. And again, this is going to stay mainly south of us. Cold air is in place, so this is all snow for our region. The only place we could see some mixing is maybe the Delaware beaches at the onset. Then it changes over to plain old snow. Through about 6 o'clock in the city, it's just cloudy and cold. I think it arrives in Philadelphia about 7 or 8 o'clock. But the farther south you go, the earlier you will start to see flakes fly. This is 6 p.m. It's snowing across extreme South Jersey and southern Delaware. And here we go in Philadelphia. We are clipped by moderate snowfall through about midnight through 3 a.m. or so. But the heaviest is down the shore, and that's where we may see 3 to 6 inches with locally higher amounts up to 8. Not ruled out, 1 to 3 for the city and surrounding suburbs, and just a coating to an inch for the Poconos and the Lehigh Valley. Coming up, I'll take you through storm number 2, which arrives on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. For now, let's send it over to Kim Hudson for a check on traffic. Yeah, we've got 2 storms kind of coming in back to back. They're very different storms. The first one tonight, all snow for most of the area. The second tomorrow is mostly rain for our area, but let's take a look at the timing of both of these. Now, these are going to impact much of the nation as well. So I want to start off by pulling up our U.S. map and just taking a look at the timing of this first storm. First and foremost, I want to put on our current national radar. This is really for the last 3 hours or so. And here's the storm we're watching for tonight into early tomorrow morning. You can see snow breaking out on the northern edges of this. Most of this is going to be south of the vast majority of New England and the Northeast. But here in Philadelphia, we'll be just on the northern edge of that. And that means it's looking like we will at least get clipped by some steady snow through the overnight hours. So let's turn on kind of the next 24 hours and track this snow. You can see the steadiest is off to the south, but here in Philadelphia, we will get on the northern edge of that. If you go up to the Poconos, you might not see much at all, but down the shore, there will be a period of heavy snow later on this evening into the overnight hours, and these are the areas that will see the most in terms of accumulation. So let's talk about it, how much we're expecting to see, and then we'll try to take you through the timing of that next potential snowstorm or rainstorm, I guess, coming in as we get into tomorrow night and Thursday morning. It will be snow for some. Temperature-wise, it's cold out there this morning. We're in the 20s, even some teens out there. We have 19 in Millville, 14 Mount Pocono. It's 28 degrees right now in Atlantic City. But later today, snow begins off to our south by 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. And then in the city, most likely timing of this is between 7 p.m. and 3 a.m. It will be light to moderate snow in the city, some heavier banding possible at the coast, and that's where 6+ inches is possible. In the Poconos, this is looking like potentially less than an inch. So a pretty tight gradient. Again, we're seeing this be suppressed by some drier air to the north. So we will just get in on the northernmost fringes of this. Even down in D.C., we're looking at 6 inches out of this storm. But this moves off the coast tonight, and then a second storm comes basically right on its heels. So winter storm warnings in effect for extreme South Jersey, basically Cape May, Atlantic, and Cumberland counties, and the southern 2/3 of Delaware, Kent and Sussex counties. That goes until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's a winter weather advisory for the city and nearby suburbs. So taking you through this kind of hour by hour, most of today is quiet. By 5:30, you can see snow is falling. And it's falling pretty steadily from Wildwood and Cape May over toward Dover. Further to the north in Philadelphia has not quite gotten here yet, but by about 8 or 9 o'clock, it will likely be snowing in the city. Now, it's a tight margin. If this pushes just a little further south and the drier air wins out, we could see less in Philadelphia and surrounding suburbs. If it pushes a little further north, you may get an inch or 2 up in the Lehigh Valley. But again, looks like the heaviest where you see the darker blue shading, that is along the coast. This is already starting to fizzle by this time tomorrow morning. It's moving offshore by the time the sun comes up, and most of tomorrow is pretty quiet. Then here comes storm number 2. Now notice the difference. It's much further north, warmer air with it. It may start as a brief mix, but I think this is mainly a rainstorm in Philadelphia by Wednesday night into Thursday morning. It's raining, some freezing rain or sleet possible far north and west, and then it changes to rain everywhere by the Thursday morning commute. And it is looking like this is getting out of here pretty quickly, so we may end up dropping the alert day for Thursday, as it does look like it's going to clear out a bit in the afternoon. How much snow? 3 to 6 inches plus for all of South Jersey and the southern 2/3 of Delaware. 1 to 3 inches of snow, that's what you'll wake up to around Philadelphia. Kids may have a delay. Not sure it's going to be a full-on snow day. We'll see what we wake up to in the morning, and then a coating to 1 inch for the Poconos and the Lehigh Valley. Our one decent day for a parade, Friday, 38. It's going to be breezy, chilly, but bright and sunny, and then rain returns both days this coming weekend. I'll send it over to you, Kim.